Hi there, my name is Victoria Evans and I'm a science-based intuitive eating specialist. I help you stop food fear, food guilt, self-sabotage, and binge eating so you can eat effortlessly and feel amazing. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tools to help you stop binging after dinner. So I struggled with binge eating for over 10 years, and over the past 6 years, I've worked with hundreds of women helping them stop binge eating. So trust me when I say I get it. I get how frustrating it is to tell yourself each night, tomorrow's a new day, you're not going to binge again, you're going to get back on track, only to have it happen all again. Each time losing more and more trust and confidence in yourself. So I find the winning formula when I work with clients is using my E.A.T approach: education, accountability, and tools. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tools and a little bit of education to help you stop binging after dinner. So I'm going to kick this off by saying that if you are not eating enough food throughout the day, you will binge after dinner. Binging is coming from an unmet need. One of those unmet needs that I talk about in my work is energy, right? AKA calories, or also nutrients. So binging is the correct response if your body does not have enough energy, AKA you're not getting enough calories, enough food. So this is not a willpower thing. And I can go into this more in another video. Let me know if you want to see that. But essentially, these tools will not work for you if you are not eating enough throughout the day. Binging is the correct response to restriction, the correct response to not having enough calories, aka energy, in your body. So the first tool to help you stop binging after dinner is to set a timer. Setting a timer for about 16 or 17 minutes. So essentially, you're done your dinner, you're pushing that plate away, and I want you to set that timer on your phone. Why do I want you to do this? Well, essentially, it takes about that time, 16, 17 or so minutes, for our brain to register feelings of fullness. So often we get up and start binging immediately after dinner simply because our brain doesn't register that it's actually full. Our body doesn't realize it yet. So that's one way the timer can work. The other way is it has to do with dopamine. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter for the anticipation of reward. So when we finish eating our meal, our brain can get a little bit sad because it has no more reward to anticipate. We want to go get snacks. We're already thinking about what we can eat that evening. So by setting a timer, it helps that dopamine wind down in our brain so we can better access our prefrontal cortex, which is basically the part of our brain, future thinking, more rational thinking, the most developed part of our brain, and we can make a better decision of whether or not we want more food. That timer creates that space. It tells our brain it's not that we can't have that reward, we can't anticipate more things, but it's going to give you that space to wind down a little bit, again, feel more feelings of fullness and help you better access a part of your brain that can make a decision about whether or not I actually want more food. Now, the timer goes off if you're thinking to yourself, yes, I want more food. Go make yourself a little snack. Go make yourself a little something. This is not about deprivation or restriction. This is about creating space and helping your brain regulate a little bit better. So, after the timer goes off, 16, 17 minutes, you're like, yep, I want a little snack. Go have a little snack and then set another timer. Maybe this timer can be for about 10 minutes. Similar situation here, and telling yourself when the timer goes off, I can go and get more food. So what this does, again, it creates that space, helps your brain register those feelings of fullness a little bit more, helps that dopamine wind down, and helps you get into that thinking brain, that prefrontal cortex, that part of your brain that can better evaluate if you actually want more food. So that's my first tip for you, is using that timer. The second tool I have for you is pattern interrupting at night. Our brain is powerful at creating associations. We have so much incoming stimuli at any given moment, and it's really overwhelming for our brain. So it categorizes things to try to simplify it as much as possible. It basically creates a pattern. And so we want to break that association. We want to change that pattern. So for example, if every night we are binging in the same spot on the couch, we're in the front of the TV, watching the same TV shows, wearing the same pajamas, drinking the same drinks, and all of that, then we've essentially associated all those things with binge eating. Meaning we'll hear the theme song for The Office on Netflix, and like a Pavlovian response, we start salivating, right? Our brain has associated those things, that environment, with food. So pattern interrupt this. Sit somewhere else. If you're sitting on one side of the couch, sit on the other side of the couch, or sit on the floor in front of the couch, right? Wear something different. Watch a different show. Drink a different drink. Maybe have some tea to help you calm down a little bit, right? It's a lot easier to break a habit when the environment is not the exact same as the one that you formed it in. So try to create a new environment for yourself, a new environment that doesn't have the same associations as you've had in the past. And the third tool I have for you today is pleasure deprivation. So if binging is the only part of your day that you are having fun, that you're experiencing pleasure, that you're having a good time, then of course you don't want to stop, right? I know for myself, when I was getting to the end of the day and I was working a job that I hated and a life that I hated, binging was my only escape. It was the only time I could really enjoy myself and let loose and have fun. So of course, your brain is not going to want to let go of that binging response if it's the only thing it has to look forward to. So are you depriving yourself of pleasure, right? You need to be planning things you can look forward to after dinner. What are things that you like? What are things that are different than just sitting down and watching, Netflix or whatever that thing is you normally do every single night? This also goes back to the second tool in terms of changing that association. Do more things in your life that feel like fun, that feel like excitement, that anticipation, right, of that reward, so that it's not always defaulting to food. Be intentional about creating things in your life that are fun, that are pleasurable. It doesn't have to just be at night, but throughout the day, throughout the weekend. If you're always doing the same boring routine, our brain does not like boredom. It likes to be stimulated. It likes things that are fun, interesting, exciting, and different. So create that environment for yourself so that you're not always defaulting to food to create that pleasure, that fun, that excitement in your life. And with that said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I have so many tools, so much information, so much to share with you. And all this is coming in a community coming very soon. And I couldn't be more excited. So keep your eyes peeled. Stay tuned for that announcement. It's going to be amazing. Hit the follow button and I will see you soon.